Mr. Simpson, are you a suspect at all? OJ, are you a suspect?
David, I told you before he wasn't going to say anything. I know you got to ask a question, but give us a break.
Yeah, that was our David Goldstein confronting O.J. Simpson and his attorney days after Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman were found murdered in 1994. And David, I remember well, you covered the trial from the first bang of the gavel to the verdict.
That's right. He joins us now with his perspective on the possible discovery of that brand new evidence and without the mustache.
Yeah, without the mustache. They had to put that picture up.
A little more hair, different color, but you know, but there have been so many myths about the knife, David.
Yeah.
So take us back. Take us back.
I mean, the knife has had a story of its own. This knife has been amazing. You know, right after the murders, there were reports that Simpson had purchased a knife a few weeks earlier in downtown L.A. Right away, that was debunked by the famous mystery envelope in court. Judge Kathleen Kennedy Powell holding that envelope. The defense said contained a knife that O.J. had purchased. It was tested. No DNA was found. There are also stories of Simpson's friend Al Cowlings throwing a knife in the ocean, or police searching the garbage cans at LAX at American Airlines, thinking that Simpson may have dumped the knife before he got on a flight to Chicago. Right. So there have been so many stories about knives. This is another one.
Yeah. Well, with all that being said, it doesn't appear that this is actually the knife, but it's odd how it was discovered, they say, on the property.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess it could have been any knife.
How do you figure it? Yeah, I mean, the house was torn down in 1998, and then somehow this knife shows up now right in the middle of the mini-series as well. So that sort of is suspicious. A lot of people talking about that as, gee, you know, how does it show up now at this time from this police officer, a retired police officer? It's just another stone in this O.J. Simpson story.
And as old as this knife is, no telling what is on it in terms of debris or what have you. So how could that hold up in court anyway?
Yeah, I don't think it ever could. I mean, you remember what happened with the defense team with the blood evidence right away during the trial, where they really challenged that, the defense team, the chain of evidence. And now we're talking about a knife that shows up 18 years later with rust on it that supposedly came from some construction worker at the house. I mean, how does that ever going to hold up in any court, even if they could do anything with it?
You know, it really does open up old wounds, though, for the family. I'm going to say that.
It does, definitely, for the Goldman family and the Brown family, and bringing this up now. Sure.
And we think this may be the third or fourth knife, but it's not particularly any one of those is the murder weapon.
No, I mean, they've tested every one that that's come forward. Supposedly LAPD is testing this one as well. So, and they've had it for a month, so you got to figure. Captain Neiman today said, you know, they're still working on it, but you know, they've had it for a month.
All right, we're going to hear from some forensic experts later in the newscast. So, but David, thank you so much for taking us back through that.